Hi everyone, welcome to IPS Graphics. If you're a little lost when it comes to branding and design, marketing for your small business, well, you're in the right place. We've all been there, lost in the sauce. It's okay though, because we're here at IPS, we're going to get you caught up on the basics and help you understand your brand step by step. So, hi, I'm Tiffany Sullivan, CEO and designer at IPS Graphics, where we turn ideas into identity. How IPS started. Let's talk about how IPS came to be. And originally my business was called Indian Paintbrush Studio. That name meant a lot to me because of Indian paintbrushes were this pink wildflower that grew in my hometown in Oklahoma. And when I was little, my grandma told me a story that I was outside crushing the pink petals trying to make my own paint out of the flowers. But after a few hours, they turned green because of oxidation. I mean, I didn't know that when I was little, but I just remember like, why did they turn green? But even then I was experimenting with color and art, and it's always been a part of me, to do art. And I enjoy doing graphic design because I also have a business background, which, I enjoy kind of merging that graphic design and the business aspects together to create IPS graphics and to help businesses with their visuals. But I came to realization. Over time, I noticed something. People loved my work and my art, but they couldn't seem to remember my business name. And I really needed them to remember my business name and where I come from and how to find me. And they'd ask, wait, what was your business called again? And I would just be like, again. And that's when it hit me. My mistake wasn't the story, it was the name. It was simply too long to remember. And that's something a lot of business owners, I don't think they realize, that their name is too long. But not only that, is that we can get too close to our businesses sometimes. Like, we love the meaning behind it so much that we forget how it looks and sounds to everyone, and we just assume that they get it. And in business, sometimes we have to separate ourselves from our personal attachments so that people can understand it and may even make a decision based on, the first impression, like a logo or a brand. So I think that if we took a step back, and that's what I had to do, I had to take a step back and ask myself, not only does my name need to be shorter, but is my logo aligned with the story that I'm trying to tell about my brand? And does it resonate with the audience that I'm trying to reach? Because it, not my logo is for everybody. I'm not trying to reach everybody. Just, specific people and a specific audience. So the story about my grandma was beautiful. It was very inspiring to me, and what really started to motivate me to do my business. But I still needed my brand to resonate with my audience. It wasn't enough to really tell people this is what I do, and hey, this is IPS Graphics, and we're here for all your graphic needs, but yeah, it needed to resonate with my audience a little bit more. So how did we do that? I decided to shorten the name to IPS Graphics. It was simple, memorable, clear, and I made sure the word graphics was in there, as you can see. So people would immediately understand what I do. And then came the logo. I'd always wanted a monogram style logo, something that felt elegant, felt professional yet fashionable, because that was the audience I was that I'm getting. Like, those are my clients, those are my type of audience, like I'm trying to appeal to. So my logo needed to kind of stand out into those industries. So I do work with like fashion brands. I like to work with all brands, actually, local or global. Really, it's about making a business identity and helping understanding the stories that people have in their business and bringing that out more, because one, I've been through it. But two, like, I think it's very important that people know who they are when they open a business. And so I try to ask those questions and help people think a little bit more about how they're resonating with their audiences versus just putting up like a pretty graphic design picture up or visual that doesn't mean anything, because we can get a lot of those just visuals and you scroll by and have no meaning to it. Today, IPS Graphics is all about helping other businesses find that same balance, kind of how like we did, but in your own way. And we're just really kind of tweaking it to bring clarity into the visuals that you have, and voice and identity, bringing those into the mix so that you can connect with the right audience and grow with confidence. So yes, IPS was once Indian Paintbrush Studio, and both names tell a part of my story, where I started, what inspired me, and how I evolved. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like we need to really understand your identity as a business and be consistent with that throughout the entire branding process. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, because I'll be sharing everything I've learned about branding, design, and growing a creative business. Whether you're just starting out or ready to elevate your brand, IPS Graphics is here to help you turn your ideas into identity. So thanks for being here, and remember, stay authentic, stay creative, and keep building your brand with purpose.